this could actually work.
Most of us mere mortals, when we were that age, we were barely chewing gum and walking at the same time, let alone playing the hardest game there is.
Let's see if he's pumping up mentally here to adapt. That's what good players do.
That dream of getting the big leagues is now becoming reality with that one phone call.
Continuing our MLB Draft Day 2 wrap-up coverage, back to the prospect that we mentioned before the break. There was some surprise, even some criticism of the front office over how early he went off the board. Jonathan Mayo, what do you think of this pick?
Man, I don't think any of us saw this one coming. This definitely feels like a reach to me. I had him more as a day 3 kind of guy. There was a split camp. A lot of scouts disagreed whether he's better as a pitcher or better as a hitter. I'm guessing the team felt that he's got potential on both sides of the ball, and maybe that adds some value to him. But this made me scratch my head a little bit for sure.
All right, Jonathan Mayo, thanks. What about you, Jim Callis? Was this a head-scratcher or the reach of the draft, as some of the other analysts have suggested?
Yeah, I talked to somebody with the team, and they're excited to get this guy. This is a guy they really want. And the 2 points the club made to me were, one, this whole debate, is he a hitter, is he a pitcher? What are you going to do with him? There was a lot of confusion. This team isn't confused. This team feels like he's got very good potential as a hitter and as a pitcher. They may even try to play him both ways. And they felt like there were a couple other teams that were starting to sniff around this guy. And, this isn't the NFL or NBA draft where you can trade down to get a guy you want. If you want a guy, you have to take him because there's no trades. And they felt like if they didn't take him where they did, somebody else was going to get them. And they just absolutely did not want that to happen.
Jim Callis, we appreciate the time. Thanks.
A minor league manager checks in with one of his players to discuss a launch plan for the young man's development.
Everybody know y'all like the funk fake. They want sticking with me like some duct tape. Coming easy to me, do that in one take. Got a mask in, where your mask is. This is really me, the cat been out the bag. And long as the world's spending on the taxes, I ain't standing idle, gotta keep it active. Click clock, horses in the drop. Hot, yup, Photoshop. Real hip hop, like I rock a big clock at the tip top. Kid with my photo op.
Rolling along with a podcast and back on the prospect who's divided the scouting community, I am opposed to this belief that he went too high. I really think he could be a steal here. This is a guy who's got so much development left to do. He's got so much potential. And I think all the scouts who are down on him think, oh, he's not a finished product. We don't know what he is. That, to me, could be
a player receives the check-in from one of his coaches.
Let's make the most, say a toast before we melt.
Show's continuing coverage of Double-A Northeast League Baseball is on the air. Opening night here in this brand new season between the Binghamton Rumble Ponies and the Akron Rubber Ducks. We've got baseball on the show, and it's coming up next.
Akron Rubber Ducks.
So here is Joe Random.
The third baseman.
Hey, let her rip one time.
Now the first pitch. And there's a line drive base hit to left field. And that right there was his first Double-A base hit. I would imagine he's got to feel pretty good about that.
I'm sure he does, Matt. A lot of guys never get to Double-A baseball, and even though this isn't the end goal for him, it's always nice to get on the stat sheet as you move up through the minors.
Striding in is Jeremy Vasquez.
The first baseman, number 8.
Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2. Now to the plate, Joe Random. He singled in his first AB.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
And he gets there, makes the running play, and that ends the inning. Next up, Joe Random. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third. Oh and 1. Here it comes. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Catch made here in medium deep right center, and the runner's breaking from third. And they'll tag him out at the plate. And that will keep our ball game tied. And stepping in, Joe Random. He'll have a new pitcher waiting for him as we begin their half of the 8th.
This is the part of the game where I think we really start seeing what teams are made of, both in terms of battling back, showing some resiliency, and in terms of knowing how to play with the lead.
Next, it'll be Oscar Gonzalez. Oh, this is hit to third. Will it be 2? Reined in. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile, the runner is in to score.
And a nice job here to come in and slam the door. That's his first save of the season, but it certainly won't be his last.
We hear all the time from people around the game that Double-A is where you start to see the breaking balls that are really set apart from what you've seen before. That can be a big challenge for a young hitter.
Absolutely, and I think, you know, when you think back to, you know, some of the pitchers that I faced, some of the guys that you face in the big leagues for 5, 6, 10 years, you're thinking, man, I saw him somewhere. Yeah, it was Double-A, because when you see most prospects of any organization, they pretty much go to Double-A just to get themselves over that hump and get ready for the league.
You had a breakout season at the Double-A level yourself. What was it about you that enabled you to have that kind of campaign?
I was very confident, and I thought, you know, if the confidence could just stay with me consistently, which is very hard to do at any level of baseball because it's a game of failure, I just try to be consistent every night, whether it was, you know, defensively, offensively, you know, just bring something to the table. Go home with something where you felt good, and I didn't have to think about that game when I went to sleep.
sal. De los que hablan con la L que hacen todo hasta el final. Un creyente boricua con bomba para fincar. En medio de la tormenta gozando voy a brincar. Yo, llámate Elena, Orlando y a Luca. Traigo palabras que nunca caduca. Al enemigo le tumbe la peluca. Se queda freeze con la mano en la nuca. Él sabe que esto es un asalto. Suelta mi generación y apuesta en el asfalto. La salvación con mi pana la comparto. Tengo fuego espiritual en el aposento alto y bomba que bendice si detona. El mundo ha tratado de quitarnos la corona. Muchos viven rápido, la vida no es Daytona. Todavía hay tiempo, razona. Porque traímos bomba para fincar. Y esto nadie nos lo puede quitar. No importa lo que pase, vamos a gozar. Traemos el sazón y somos la sal. Porque traímos bomba para fincar. Y esto nadie nos lo puede quitar. No importa lo que pase, vamos a gozar. Traemos el sazón y somos la sal.
¿Qué tal hecho mi español muy malo? I speak English till I get up to condado. Hit the beach and 40 deep with mis hermanos. Y'all don't understand my lingo, too pesado. Wepa, dale. Si lo tengo power of the Lord, I keep it on me. Every day is like a party, tell the drama go away. I don't do it for approval, I just do what God say. Car that took me up a beat, I hate it in the driveway. Dale, live my life inside the valley. No, he walking with me, get my enemies un cale, yeah, boy. DR down to Paraguay. Me and Funky got together, that's a crazy pair, boy.
Se puso buena. El gozo corre por mi vena. Vamos a olvidarnos de la pena. Que esta fiesta nadie la frena. Sin parar.
Esto es para el rico, esto es para el pobre, para el que le falta, para el que le sobre, para el que lo quiera y no lo tenga, para el que lo tenga y no lo quiera, para la iglesia, para el caserío, para los que son y los que no son de los míos, y para los tigres que andan en jipeta y hasta los que andan en bicicleta.
Porque traímos bomba para fincar. Y esto nadie nos lo puede quitar. No importa lo que pase, vamos a gozar. Traemos el sazón y somos la sal. Traímos bomba para fincar. Y esto nadie nos lo puede quitar. No importa lo que pase, vamos a gozar. Traemos el sazón y somos la sal.
The game's future stars are on display as minor league baseball comes your way on the show. Tonight, the second of three to start the week between the Binghamton Rumble Ponies and the Akron Rubber Ducks. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Josh Wolf will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard.
Second inning set to go, and that'll give way to the third baseman, Dan Carmona. Line hard to center field. Longo is right there, one down.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted.
Next to stand in is Dan Carmona. And now here's the ball hit pretty well out toward right center field. Longo is there, and they breeze through this half inning as the side is retired. Stepping in once again is Dan Carmona. He flew out in his last debut. High in the air out to center field. Longo will settle under it to make the play for the first out as the runner will have to head back to first.
4-4, extra base. Keep there.
now in the box. Dan Carmona flew out last time up.
Hey, easy right here, kid. Drive stuff.
He's set and the pitch. Smoke toward third. He's right there. On to first, and they're an out away. 2 gone here in the 9th. 5-0 finish tonight. The Rubber Ducks took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very end. Josh Wolf gets the win on the mound, his first of the year. So that's a wrap here tonight for Mark DeRosa. Go.
One shot is never enough. I just wait for us to go in circles.
A Double-A hitting coach touches base with a new arrival to the team.
When they said this is the beginning of the best years, even though false.
Break. Welcome to MLB the Show and this presentation of minor league baseball. Tonight, the first of this 3-game weekend series between the Akron Rubber Ducks and the Binghamton Rumble Ponies. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Striding forward now is the DH, Dan Carmona. First pitch of the AB now. To the left side, but it's well foul. Mauricio leads off first with 1 away. Line hard, deep into left. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance. And he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
And the off-balance throw will be too late, so a good effort that time, but it's an infield single. Stepping in next, Michael Paez. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. And this is on the ground to short. Could be 2. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Next will be the designated hitter, Dan Carmona. He doubled his last time up.
Yeah, give me a repeat performance of that last double. With a man on first right now, let him run, get you a ribby.
Gonzalez is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back. Now it'll be Dan Carmona. A potential tying run for him at third base. First pitch on its way. And he swings right over the top of this one, 0-1.
Hey, that's the kind of swing you'd like to see a guy take with the bases loaded. He's going for the downs.
On the ground is short. This could be 2. Well, he has some trouble with it. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile, the runner is in to score. Next, it'll be Dan Carmona, grounded out in his last at-bat. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch.
Hey, get your pitch. Let's go.
The 0-1 delivery. Hard on the ground towards short.
Well, move it.
Very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning.
Always nice to get the first game of the series, but even more so when it's in front of the home crowd. Seems to energize everybody the rest of the series.
And tonight's ends at a 6-2 finish. Binghamton used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Cristobal Merced gets the win on the mound, his first of the year, as he turns in 8 strong innings of work. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to the new website. Time for minor league baseball here on the show as we set our sights on the AA Northeast League. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game weekend series between the Akron Rubber Ducks and the Binghamton Rumble Ponies. We've got baseball on the show, and it's coming. Now at the plate, here is Brian Roquillo. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
The designated hitter, Brian Roquillo.
There we go.
First pitch on its way. Sends that one out of play for strike 1.
First pitch, 706.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Hit down the line at first. Oh, a diving stop. How about that? Digging in next. Nothing, the final shutout total in this one. The Rubber Ducks put on a real offensive show with 11 runs on the board. Finishes.
Don't worry, you're gonna be happy. Keep working today. That smile will come one day. Don't worry, you're gonna be happy. Keep fighting today. That smile will come one day. Nothing's come for free. When you get it free, you will lose it freely. So you better.
A prospect receives a check-in from his agent, who wants to make sure his client's career is being launched in a way that suits the young man's goals and ambitions.
Show's continuing coverage of AA Northeast League baseball. Now into the box, Phillip Evans. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Hopped up. Mauricio shading to his right. But it's the third baseman who gets there to make the play. And that ends the inning. So next to bat will be Dan Carmona.
The third baseman, Dan Carmona.
Now here's the first offering. Hit to third. Right to him.
Hard 90, hard 90.
And quickly there are two away. Ready now is Dan Carmona. He bounced out last time up.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Now here's a fly ball. Well hit. Going back is the left fielder. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. Big moment for him there, his first home run as a Double-A player.
Yeah, and you always like to get those first out of the way, no matter what level you're playing at. Obviously, he's got aspirations to play in the big leagues, and this is exactly the kind of production that this organization is going to be looking for from him as his career progresses.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Dave Rosa. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat. To third. Throw to first with time to spare, and the side is retired. Dan Carmona stands in again, and his home run earlier has accounted for all of their runs so far in this one. First pitch of the AB on its way. Line toward the gap in left center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
He just tattoos this ball right here. Tried to sneak a fastball in on him? No way. Drives it to deep left center field gap, and that was a nice job to get the barrel around in time to score that baby up.
He loses him on ball 4. So now to the plate, Michael Paez. It was a base hit last time up.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
Throw back to second, and that's a double play.
3.
Next to hit, Dan Carmona. He doubled his last time up.
Yeah, he jumped all over that first pitch last time up. Interested to see if he has the same approach this AB. This is why the manager pencils these guys in the middle of the order. Big spot, time for them to get back in this game with a couple quality ABs.
Now he turns and smokes this one into deep center field. Swaggerty is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2. And tonight's final, 7-3. Altoona came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Shea Murray claims the win out of the pen, his first. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. From our partners Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB The Show. For more, follow us. Minor League Baseball is live and on the air on the show. Tyler McGill, the California-born. So now into the box is Dan Carmona. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Third baseman.
And he fouls this one off. Yanked hard down the left field line. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
He went with the slider, but the hitter wasn't fooled for a second. Gets the barrel of the bat through the zone and rips it down the line for a leadoff double.
Hit out towards second. He's got it. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. Stepping up is Patrick Mazeika. First at-bat for him in this one. It was 1 for 4 with a double in the ballgame last night. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Mitchell has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. And they'll put the tag on him between third and home, and I don't know what he's thinking, but it's... Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Dan Carmona. He doubled his last time up. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Stokes is going to get there as he backs up to put it away. And there are 2 gone now. And now, Dan Carmona. He flew out in his last debut. Pulled hard down the line in left. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. And this will bang up against the wall. The relay, and he's going to make it. He's in at second base with a leadoff double.
Oh, this is a great way to start the inning. Now the go-ahead run is on second. A base hit away from coming across. I know it's only the 6th inning, but you'd love to claim the lead right now and let your bullpen carry the load the rest of the way.
So stepping in is Ronnie Mauricio. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. 2-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Wow, that's awfully impressive right there. The pitch before was really close. Called the ball. What does he do? He comes back with a better pitch and gets the punch out.
3-0 pitch. And that misses ball 4. So it's first and second now with only 1 away.
Well, he's a youngster. You can see he's a little nervous out there. Some people call it butterflies, but to him it probably feels like pterodactyls are flying around in his gut. Going to be interesting to see if he can settle down here.
And they got him. So the lineup flips over and digging in, Dan Carmona. He's roped a couple of doubles in 3 trips to this point. Swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field.
Here you go, make
but
the turn,
that'll
make the
stay
turn.
in the park as it's off the wall. And he had 2 on his mind, and that's what he'll get as he's in at second base with a 1-out double.
That base hit was screaming off the bat, and our show track technology more than confirms it. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity of that line drive.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Ronnie Mauricio. He went down on strikes last time up.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
On to first, and there were 2 down.
Come on, slide,
and
slide.
They've got him hung up out there between second and third. Throw back to second, and they've got him doubled off, and the inning is over. 4-2 the final score tonight. Altoona jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Cam View claims the win out of the pen, his first. Bo Sulcer hammers down the save.
6 months in Redondo, beach right by the condo. Oh my gosh, oh my casa. I'ma need my sushi pronto. Shooting star like a Cosmo. Make you move like a mambo. Spank a hater like a bongo. They be sleeping mono. Girl sweet like a mango.
A player new to his Double-A squad gets a tip from one of his coaches. This manager appeals to his hitters to be more discerning at the plate.
hard to swallow, but we all give thanks. Mahalo, it's auto, Medicare, we get it, and we gotta keep it up.
Welcome to MLB The Show and this presentation of minor league baseball. Tonight, the first of this 3-game weekend series between the Binghamton Rumble Ponies and the Altoona Curve. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Connor Menez will be on the mound for the series opener. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, you always like to begin the season on a good note. In his first start of the year, he did just that.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Dan Carmona, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Now here's the first offering. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center.
You're going.
Swaggerty gets there for the catch, and that ends the inning. So they get a man to second here in the top half. At the plate now is Dan Carmona. Flew out last time up.
The old adage, pitching and defense have been stellar so far. They've certainly kept both offenses in check.
The 0-1 pitch. Left center, base hit.
Round.
And now it'll rattle up against the wall. And he will pull into second with a leadoff double.
He just tattoos this ball right here. Tried to sneak a fastball in on him? No way. Drives it to deep left center field gap, and that was a nice job to get the barrel around in time to score that baby up.
Up next, Jeremy Vasquez, who went down looking in his last trip to the plate. Here now the 2-2. Chop this one right side.
Go hard.
Only play will be the pitcher covering, and the runner will advance to third now. Now to bat, Freddie Link. He flew out in his last AB.
Yeah, give me the same at bat. As you stride to the plate right here, give me the same execution. Just get something in the air. You got a chance to take the lead right here. Don't try and do any more.
Here comes the right fielder. He gets there, and that's the second out. And even with 2 away now, that ball just didn't get out there deep enough, so they'll hold him at third base. So next to hit is David Rodriguez, a base hit in his first trip. Scorched to third, fielded cleanly. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So no runs on a hit here, no errors. So here's the cleanup hitter, Dan Carmona. He doubled his last time up.
Yeah, he did a great job.
Left field and deep. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch. And he'll take those extra 90 feet, so put runners at the corners. Now at the plate, number 49 comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
The right fielder, number 49.
A swing and a ground ball to third. He's got it. And they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw. Next to hit is Dan Carmona. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. And this is going to get down for what should be extra bases. And there's your potential go-ahead run. And your go-ahead run is in there at second base as he's got himself a 2-out double.
Wow, throw a tent over it and bring out the clowns. Look like a 3-ring circus out there. One outfielder mistimes his jump and the ball gets past him. His buddy has to back him up and get the ball in. A good thing, too. Otherwise, it could have been a triple or even an inside the Parker.
Now to the plate, here is Jeremy Vasquez, singled in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if any...
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Clearly fired up to work out of that jam. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Into the box, Dan Carmona. 2 doubles for him to this point in the game. Here's the first pitch. Into center field, and that's going to get down for a base hit.
Round it, find the ball, round it.
Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate. He's in there at the plate. And they've jumped ahead here in the 10th.
Dan, you'll take RBIs any way you can get them, but when they give your team the lead in the late innings, man, that feels good.
Oh, it especially does, especially when you start to score runs late in the game off of quality pitching. When runs are at a premium, that's one makes you feel really good about yourself.
Next, here is Jeremy Vasquez. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him.
Oh, and it eats him up a bit. To second for 1.
He's safe. 4-4. Take your base.
No sé cuál me voy, el ferro, el Porsche, la C3 o el Rolls Royce. El bote parqueado en San Croix, viviendo la vida como si se va a acabar hoy. Yo